Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Better Ales and Lagers, Episode 2, Bringing on the Funk. Brought to you, of course, by That Nerd Show and the Thirsty Growlers. All beers appearing on Better Ales and Lagers are provided by the Thirsty Growler in the Colony, Texas. Tonight, like I said, it's called Bringing on the Funk. Got a couple of funky beers for you. So we're going to do the Collective Funky Thunder. It's a Brett Dry Hop Saison with a little bit of green tea. And we also have the Collective, or I should say the Funkworks Apricot Provincial. So first we're going to start with the Funkworks. I always like to do one local beer, one national beer. So we'll start with the national beer for all our viewers that are going to watch from outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So Funkworks is a great brewery out of Fort Collins, Colorado. They do a fantastic job, especially with their sour beers. Now, if you know me, you know I barely dip my pinky toe into the sour waters. Basically, bad things happen to me when I drink sours. You can just ask Mike and Annalise and the crew at the Thirsty Growler. They force to feed me sours just to see what stupid shit will happen to me. Basically, my face ends up looking something like this. Anyway, so, but there are some beers that are more tart than sour that I can enjoy and do enjoy. This is one of them. This is one of the few sour beers, along with another brewery out of Fort Collins, Odell's Brown Bear, their Blackberry Goes, which Goes is a sour style, but the Brown Bear is not really sour, but that's another topic for another post. The Apricot Provincial is probably, next to the Brown Bear, is probably my favorite quote-unquote sour. So you get just a little bit of sweetness from the apricot to balance off the tartness. It's a really nice, easy drinking beer. It's wonderful flavor, a little bit of sweetness, like I said, to finish with the tart. And it just goes down nice and easy. When you smell it, you definitely get the lacto that's in there. They use a 24-hour warming method with lactobacillus in the malt in order to generate the sour. It's not a traditional open fermentation sour. But it still achieves the same effect. And it actually, for me, it's a little bit better because it's not as sour, as I said. So you get a little bit of the apricot on the nose, a little bit of that lacto, that pungent funkiness, and then on the taste and the mouthfeel. So it's going to be medium to light on the mouthfeel, and the apricot really comes through. It's not overpowering, but when, at least to me, when you drink a sour, the first thing I get is sour. And this, you only get a bit of that sour on the finish. When it hits the tip of your tongue, you get that wonderful apricot flavor, and it's just a very pleasant beer to drink. Very good for springtime, very good for summer. I could just picture myself sitting out on the patio on a summer evening, polishing off a growler of this and having myself a good time with the dog sitting next to me. So next we're going to move on to one from the DFW area. It's, once again, called the Collective, the Funky Thunder. Saisons, I'm a big fan of. I do love Saison, and this is a Brett Saison. Now, of the two major strains that are used to make sours, the Lactobacillus and the Brettanomyces, Brett is my preferred of the two. Instead of being super sour, you get this wet hay, like straw-like flavor, and it's very smooth. It goes down real easy for me. It's very pleasant on my tongue. This one's a very unique one. It has a little citrusiness to it. It also has, it's like tropical fruitiness also because they use a tropical green tea. So you have a lot of different flavors here. You get your basic, peppery, spicy notes from a Saison that you'd expect from a Belgian farmhouse style. But you get also, the interesting flavor of the Brett with the dry hopping and the green tea. It makes for a very unique combination. So on the nose, the first thing you're going to notice is the Brett. It's subtle but distinct. It's very much there. You get that wet hay. You're also going to get some of the peppery notes from the Saison. The green tea and the tropical fruit notes don't come through as much. Those are going to hit you on the tongue. But before I take a drink, let's have some water, wash out the last beer. Now, when it hits your tongue, you're going to get a very nice, light effervescent mouthfeel. When it gets towards the middle of your tongue, that's where the Brett kicks in. You're going to get right on the center of your tongue, you're going to get that wet hay straw-like flavor. And then as it rolls across the back of your tongue, the dry hopping and the green tea really comes out, and you get kind of that tropical fruit note, and it'll mix in with the green tea. And it's a really nice, clean finish. And what I think is very unique about this beer is that many Brett beers I've had, while I've enjoyed them all, they definitely leave a Brett aftertaste. This one, with the dry hopping and the green tea, you get that as the aftertaste, so it's a much cleaner finish and that's a nicer finish. So we're just doing a short episode tonight because, well, it's just me, and I don't have a panel to discuss the beers with. So, but these are two of my favorite quote-unquote sours. And I say quote-unquote because they're really not that sour, they're just in the general sour style. But you can find Collective here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They brew out of Fort Worth, Texas. They're a great bunch of guys. You can find Funkworks pretty much anywhere that distributes Colorado beer because, well, Colorado makes great beer. And just two wonderful examples of their respective styles. I highly recommend trying both. And basically, we're not going to get into 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, because that's just so terribly arbitrary. Palates being what they are, everybody likes something different. So on Better Ales and Lagers, we're just going to stick with a simple 3-step. We'll do 3-step. No, I'm not drinking it again, and I wish I hadn't drank it in the first place. 2, glad I drank it, probably won't get it again. 3, glad I drank it, definitely will get it again. Both of these beers fall into the third category. I've had them before, I'll have them again. As a matter of fact, as soon as I stop recording, I'm going to finish what I've poured. So definitely get your hands on these, and if you're sharp-eyed and notice that I'm not pouring the glasses into glasses from their respective breweries, that's because the breweries didn't pay me or give me any glassware. So, also, in the future episodes, we're going to try and schedule some new stuff. I'll be broadcasting or recording mainly from the Thirsty Growler, so you guys will get to see a little bit of the bar. Also, I'll be having some guests on the show. We're going to try and get some industry personnel in, some sales reps, some brewers. Also, we'll be hopefully broadcasting, or recording, I should say, on the road at breweries in the area. So I'm going to try and set that up for you, get to do some brewery tours with different brewers in the area, and sit down with their brewers and their cicerones and talk beer with them. And hopefully I'll learn a thing or two, because I'm always learning myself. I just passed my certified beer server this evening. So step 1 on the Cicerone path done. Step 2, certified Cicerone. I've got a lot of studying to do. Anyway, so I will be learning as much, if not more, along the way as you guys, because I need to. But any knowledge that I can pass along to you, I'm happy to do so. And if I've missed something or I've screwed something up, please put it in the comments. Like I said, I'm always learning every day. There's always something new to learn in the world of beer. And if you know something I don't, please share. Other than that, if you like the videos, you want to see them keep coming, please let me know. If you have any ideas for the videos, please let me know. And remember to support your local breweries, because they're what makes this industry great. Your neighbors, your friends, they're the ones brewing this wonderful beer that we have. So support them, because without them, we got to drink Budweiser. Sorry, bud. It's just not for you. Anyway, with that, everybody have a great evening. And remember, drink more beer.